For November 2013, this is CTA News and Review. Mayor Rahm Emanuel unveiled the design renderings for the new 95th Street Red Line station, a project to modernize transit and promote economic opportunity on Chicago's South Side. The $240 million reconstruction project, slated to begin in spring of 2014, will create not only a brand new reconfigured station to serve the CTA's busiest rail line, but also a facility that will serve as a community focal point and an anchor for economic opportunity on Chicago's South Side. The terminal project, expected to generate about 700 construction jobs, follows the on-time, on-budget reconstruction of the Red Line South between downtown and 95th Street. The Red Line South reopened in October and has resulted in smoother, faster, and more reliable rides for customers. The project will also incorporate artworks from internationally recognized Chicago-based artist Theaster Gates and involve a program incorporating job creation, skills training, and significant community engagement by the artist. Gates is holding a series of community meetings through December to engage and promote dialogue among community residents, architects, and designers about what kinds of artwork and community involvement might be possible for the project. On November 5th, CTA announced new measures of accountability for Ventra's contractor, Cubic Transportation Systems. CTA has been closely monitoring the contractor's performance in a number of areas, especially functions that directly affect customers. Overall, there has been improvement in nearly every performance area since November 5th, and while many performance standards are currently or close to being met, there is much more progress required. More than 63% of CTA rides are via Ventra. Every day, hundreds of thousands of riders use the system. Call center performance has improved, but more improvements and better performance is still needed. Rail tap times are meeting most performance standards. Software upgrades installed over the past 2 weeks have reduced tap times. Bus tap times are below performance standards. The software upgrade already in place on rail has shown improvement on the initial 50,000 transactions, and the new upgrade is being rolled out to all buses. Mayor Rahm Emanuel, U.S. Senator Dick Durbin, and U.S. Representative Jan Schakowsky were joined by Chicago Transit Authority President Forrest Claypool, Loyola University Chicago President Reverend Michael Garanzini, Alderman Joe Moore, and other officials and community members to officially unveil the renovated CTA Loyola Red Line station. The collaborative $17 million project included station and track infrastructure upgrades, a reconfigured pedestrian crossing, and a new open-air community plaza adjacent to the station, creating a safer, more inviting environment for commuters and pedestrians. All projects were completed in time for the start of the 2013-2014 school year. The Chicago Transit Board unanimously approved a balanced $1.38 billion budget that freezes fares and preserves service levels while continuing the agency's unprecedented investment in projects and programs to improve service and modernize regional transit. The budget reflects the ongoing positive impacts of operational efficiency reforms that have reduced unnecessary spending. The budget also includes 1,000 new customer-facing jobs the CTA was able to create in 2013 from efficiency measures put into place and the new collective bargaining agreement. Efficiency reforms have included modernizing supply chain operations to reduce excess inventory and lower materials expenses and lower worker absenteeism, which declined in 2012 and 2013 and is estimated to save the agency $10 million a year. In what is the next step in a comprehensive public feedback process, the Chicago Transit Authority and 2 city agencies announced that an environmental assessment for a proposed bus rapid transit project on Ashland Avenue has been released for the public to review. The CTA, along with the Chicago Department of Transportation and the Department of Housing and Economic Development, also announced dates for 2 public meetings on the EA for the project. Santa and his reindeer are making their way throughout Chicago aboard the CTA Holiday Train, which debuted on the Green Line and will operate across all 8 rail lines through late December as part of regular rail service. But now in its 22nd year, the Holiday Train is a festive and one-of-a-kind tradition that's unique to Chicago and is a fun way to enjoy the city during the holiday season. Detailed timetables for the Holiday Train are posted on CTA's website at transitchicago.com/holidaytrain. For all your breaking CTA news, go to transitchicago.com/news and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.